toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's sacked. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Stay just a moment to talk about New Mexico State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Brooks. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Sapp. Caught close to the marker, it's Brooks. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get to get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Tenth play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On the option. He'll toss it. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row, or multiple times. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Unloads it left. Complete on the comeback. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the back. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, give on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab on 3rd. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. The RPO fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia State.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. New Mexico State offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Back to pass. It's Sapp. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That's reeled in. It's Brooks. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Fighting off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Dropping back, it's Sapp. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Quick completion on the out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down himself. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Stark. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Aggies getting set on first and 10. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Gets it out fast. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And that one will give them the lead. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And the offense had the look they liked. Tight ends are such matchup problems because of their size and because of their athleticism. And this offense does a nice job moving this guy around, especially in this area of the field.
17, Georgia State, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Jolly. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Gets the back moving. Got his man out of the backfield. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wide open spaces. The 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets rid of it. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Georgia State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. conversion attempt is on the way. Looking for a man. It's Lindsay. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Right down the middle. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Call the zone up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? He gets it in! Touchdown, New Mexico State!
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Lindsay. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
31. Georgia State, 30.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
First and 10.
Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. Complete to the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Under fire. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Jolly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
To the air, it's Lindsey. That's caught. It's Jolly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fires downfield. Zips it out to his man.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. And
it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers!
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Here comes the two-point try. To throw, it's Lindsey. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the two, and the lead stays at 5. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught near the sideline at start. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. New Mexico State lines up quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Sapp. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the 1st.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Brooks. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Stark. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Back to throw, it's Sapp. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finds his man on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
That could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Snagged out of the air. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse,